started.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody.
No,
It's
you gotta
Mummy
do
here.
your intro, like your
That's what I
proper
said.
intro.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, it's Mummy here.
Yeah, I will. So, hello. Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to see you again. And it's Mummy here, and I'm back with Ev. And we're here today to tell you about the world's heaviest man's diet
Daily diet.
that he eats every single day.
And I'll be, when I'm 16, I'll be doing it for one day.
And Ev, if he doesn't forget, when he's 16, he's going to do it for a whole day, what the heaviest man would have eaten.
On my birthday, of course.
On his 16th birthday. But he's got to remember about it until he's 16.
Yeah.
So I'm
For like-
hoping he's going to forget.
No, you gotta talk about it now.
Okay, so the world's heaviest man, what he has for breakfast is 12 fried eggs.
No, it's just 12 eggs.
Yeah, but they fried.
Oh,
32 sausages.
Lindt sausages.
All right. A pound of bacon.
In like weights, so like a pound bag of bacon, you would use the entire bag.
Yeah. A whole loaf of white bread.
Yeah. Well, it can be white or brown. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
just
You could choose the colour.
Yeah, it just says loaf of bread.
Loaf of bread.
Doesn't matter.
A jar of, if you live in America, it's called a jar of jelly. But if you
Jar of
live in the
grape
UK, it's called a jar of
Jam.
jam.
Because I don't like. Well, we're thinking I don't like grape jam. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a whole jam of strawberry jelly.
Strawberry jam. Not jelly, because you don't live in America.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, because I think.
And what does he have to drink? A whole pot of coffee.
I'm gonna do a whole pot of flavoured water when I do it, because I do need to drink.
So he's swapping it over for a pot of
Water.
flavoured water, is that what Ev?
Yeah, so
And he said that I can have the pot of coffee.
Yeah, I would say a pot of coffee would be about maybe the whole bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole bottle.
So that's an awful lot to be able to stick into one breakfast. But that is what the world's heaviest man does eat for his breakfast every day. Now we're going to move on to snack time. What does the world's heaviest man eat for his snack every day? Ev?
You know.
A handful of chocolate bars.
Yeah.
But we would have to use a randomizer on the iPad
No, or
to work out how many bars of chocolate.
Or a random number generator.
A random number generator to work out how many bars of chocolate it would be.
And it could also be
So it could be anything from 3
it could
to
be
6.
We Live Names random picker.
Yeah, could
That's
be.
what it's called, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So, once he's finished his snack, he would then move on to his lunchtime, dinner.
Where is the paper?
I don't know.
Can you?
So, for dinner, he has... Is this the mountain of fries and the big sandwiches?
Yeah.
A mountain of fries from McDonald's.
Yeah, 2 large orders of fries on one plate.
And then you pile them up so it looks like a mountain. And 2 giant sandwiches.
2 large sandwiches.
2 large sandwiches. And I think he had those from Subway.
Yeah. But
Philly cheese.
What?
Philly cheese is what he had, didn't he?
Yeah. And he had the vegetable one as well, even though it tasted really good.
Oh.
And
a Coke, was it?
Yeah, large bottle of Coke.
A large bottle of Coke.
But it doesn't matter what it is, because on the diet it says a large bottle of soda.
Ah, okay.
Wait, where's the laptop?
Don't know.
It's over there.
Over there. Yeah.
Let's go get it.
What's that?
Because I can show the splits, because I wrote them down yesterday.
Oh, yeah. So we don't have to talk about them then.
We do. It's just if we forget, we know. If we forget, we can get reminded. If it's really dark, it's really dark because. Oops. What are you saying under there? Oh yeah, guys, I just came out of the bath. Turn it on.
Coming on, we're going to do a little bit of waiting.
Let me show you. You don't even know how to do it.
There you go.
I'm not allowed to show my password. Like there's an ad that says, oh, it only shows a little bit of, it only shows so many splits on you.
Yeah, but
And
just have to
all
move it down.
No, I don't want to do that. So,
It turns back off.
yeah, it's not useful.
Okay, so then for his afternoon snack, after he's finished his dinner, 2 giant sandwiches, a mountain of fries and a large Coke, he had another handful of chocolate bars. So it'd be like 1 chocolate bar, 2 chocolate bars, 3 chocolate bars, 4 chocolate bars, 5 chocolate bars, 6 chocolate bars, maybe. Then
No,
for
it's
his,
a random number.
a random number, that's what I said. So that's why I said
Between
maybe.
3 and 6.
And that's why I said maybe.
Yeah, but not 1 and 2. There's not 1 and 2.
Okay, it's just 3, 4, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Then, after he's had his chocolate bars, it's time for him to have his tea. Now, I can't remember what he has for his tea. Is it pizza or something?
I remember.
Go on then, what was it?
It was, I think it was apple pie, 6 corns on the cob. Did I already say an apple pie?
Yeah.
4 ham steaks.
Oh, yeah.
And 6 potatoes.
Oh,
And a large bottle of Coke again.
and again, another large bottle of Coke.
Yeah.
That's loads. Does he have supper?
No.
Oh.
Well, supper is the snacks.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. So he has 2 lots of snacks a day, does he?
Yes.
All those chocolate bars.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do because I have 6 bars on the snack one, I'm gonna change it to 5 chocolate bars because I'm gonna have a packet of crisps.
Oh. Fancy bag of crisps, do you, after you've eaten all that?
Yeah. And the person that tried to do it, Eric the Electric, what he did was he didn't finish the Coke for lunch, so after eating, so he had to have his Coke with snack too.
Oh.
So after eating 5 chocolate bars, he had to do his Coke.
Yep.
And I'm not allowed Coke, am I?
Nope.
But Oscar is.
Is he?
Mummy, all I can see is your ear and you need to turn your face.
Hello.
Open the curtains, please. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Much better.
Much better. TV's rubbish tonight, isn't it? It's all full of football.
Yeah, so we need to do this for another, what was it? 27 minutes.
Oh, for what?
Was everything on yet?
No, just stick on the video now and it could be 30 minutes long.
No, we're not doing it 30 minutes.
Why?
No.
You viewers are going to get bored now just waiting for the video to start. Because they already know what's on it, don't they? So, who's the guy that does the diet? Is it somebody called...
Eric the Electric.
Oh, Eric. I thought his name was Ben for some reason. Silly bee.
Eric the Electric.
Right, come on then. Let's find out how Eric does when he tries the world's biggest man's diet for the day.
Yes, this was supposed to happen at 46 minutes. Oh, you need to hold that. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I need to do... Don't film me.
Oh, it just looks blurry. Achoo.
Discover a great
Oops.
range of affordable sofas at Oak Furnitureland.
Okay. You found it?
Nope.
Found it now?
No. No. Okay, there we go. Found it.
There we are.
14 minutes and 80 seconds.
Ready
This
for
is
this
what
now,
the world's
guys?
heaviest man eats for breakfast. To start off his day, Walter Hudson ate 12 eggs, a pound of bacon, 32 sausages, an entire loaf of bread with grape jelly, and a pot of coffee. I'm giving myself until midnight tonight to finish not just this breakfast, but everything else on Walter's meal plan, which, as I'm sure you can imagine, is pretty gigantic, just like I'm gonna be by the end of this challenge.
Oh my goodness, I can barely see you guys over my gigantic stomach.
To kick off meal one, I poured an entire pot of coffee. And a few seconds later, I realized I should actually toast that bread. Oh, dang it. Looks like this got a bit overcooked. Even though this bread was a little extra toasty, everything was tasting amazing. The highlight of this meal was definitely the crunchy bread. After working my way through most of the bread and some eggs, this challenge was off to a great start. All right, our eggs, along with our first cup of coffee, have been eliminated. I was going to work on this breakfast sausage. It's a firm belief of mine, breakfast sausage cannot be eaten without some delicious maple syrup. Shout out to all my Canadian viewers watching this video. Breakfast sausage pairs perfectly with maple syrup. The other combination it pairs perfectly with, some tasty leftover eggs and maple syrup. I made quick work of the rest of the breakfast sausage. All right, the sausage is down. So far, this meal is tasting amazing. I set my sights on the bread next. Work on this bread. After using pretty much half the jar of grape jelly, I had myself a grape jelly sandwich. That was a lot of jelly. Obviously, I was in the mood for sugar because grape jelly sandwiches just sounded good. But a few minutes later, I brought an old friend to the party. I need to know down below in the comments who is team chunky peanut butter and who is team creamy peanut butter. Nothing rings my bells like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or a couple toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Goodness gracious. I'm like out of breath. So much bread. It's probably too much information, but there's a reason why I chose this mug. It's because it's the truth. You'll find out very shortly why this was so troubling. I took a few more sips of coffee and got back to work on the rest of the bread. Grape jelly just wasn't cutting it anymore. So I decided to use some peanut butter to get down the rest of the bread. But at this point, the bread was really starting to cook. I have to show on the bread right now. Next, I set my sights on the bacon. Oh! I thought that combo was tasty, but what I made next was about to be even tastier. I slathered some peanut butter on the leftover bread, added a few slices of bacon on that bread, topped it with some grape jelly, of course, and then I had to do one last thing. Oh man, I am most definitely going to be regretting this tomorrow morning. W. Oh, W. This was one of the most unnecessarily delicious things I've ever eaten in my life. After making quick work of it, the only thing left was one slice of bread. Last piece of bread. Whew. That was a lot of coffee. Breakfast was complete. Next up was Walter's snack. According to the article that I got Walter's diet from, his between-the-meal snacks consisted of a handful of candy bars. But how much is a handful? After a few Google searches, I realized that a handful could mean anything. Thankfully, I had some. All right, everyone. So I have a random number generator on my phone with numbers 3 through 6. A handful to me is like 2 or 3. A handful to Walter Hudson is probably like double that. So I'm gonna let this decide for me. After seeing how many candy bars I had to eat all that coffee in me. I hit the store to get my candy bars, and I saw one that really caught my eye. And then I had one of the worst caffeine crashes of my life. I started with the Reese's Fast Break Bar, and since I'm a Reese's lover, this got a fire. I took down the Fast Break Bar along with the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar. Reese's Big Cup with Reese's Puffs. This Reese's Big Cup was also incredibly delicious, but the bar bar I was most curious about was up next. And now what I've been looking forward to trying the most, the Fruity Pebbles chocolate bar. The craziest part, this had real Fruity Pebbles inside. A few minutes later, all the candy bars were down. Everyone just like that. 4 candy bars down. First snack.
Leaning the camera.
Next up, lunch. Everyone, so far this challenge is going fantastic. The only thing I'm starting to worry about is the fact that I haven't used the bathroom today. And then it hit me. I needed to find a bathroom ASAP.
Is that like you, Mummy?
I'll see you
What
guys.
used to be speeding?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, it's time for lunch, and all I gotta say is exercise. I thought you meant extra fries. Man, I really gotta get a new job. Walter's lunch beverage was a large bottle of soda. It's almost 5 p.m. right now. I'm having a bit of a late lunch, but we gotta get the show on the road. Walter ate 2 large sandwiches for lunch, so I ordered the Subway Philly sandwich. Needless to say, I was a big fan. I was surprised because this actually tasted like an authentic cheesesteak. The combination of the steak, American cheese, peppers, onions, and mayonnaise made this a fantastic sandwich. I gotta give a quick shout out to Subway. That was a 10 out of 10 sandwich. Even though I had 1 sandwich left, I moved to the next part of Walter's lunch. Now I gotta get on over to my mound of fries, which I'm gonna wash down with some sugar-free ketchup. It helps cancel out all the calories. Unsurprisingly, the fries tasted like French fries. If you're new to the channel, I really love French fries. You guys know me, you know, I'm waffle fry, but to me, building a mound of waffle fries just sounded really weird. So I figured I would just make a mound of regular fries. Yeah, I have so many carbs inside me. Woo. Even though I was starting to get full, I still had an entire Subway sandwich to eat after this. I gotta get on over to my last Subway sandwich right here, which is arguably one of the best Subway sandwiches on the Subway sandwich menu. Wow, so many vegetables. Why the did they put this many vegetables on there? Even with the unnecessary amount of vegetables, this sandwich tasted mind-blowing. But unfortunately, all this bread was really starting to hit me. I haven't eaten so much bread today. Ooh. But fortunately, I was able to push through and finish off a sandwich. I got down all the fries, the subs. Fortunately, I still have this Coca-Cola left over, which I'm going to use in my next food adventure. So yeah, I'm going to hold off on the rest of this Coke for now. Because I didn't finish the Coke, lunch was a fail. The number I rolled next was 5. At this point, I had taken down just over 15,000 calories, and I hadn't even gotten to the hardest part of this challenge yet. All right, everyone, just a quick status update as I head to the store to grab my next round of candy bars. I'm not doing very well. My stomach feels like a black hole full of French fries, bread, and a lot of regret right now. Ugh. All I gotta say is that volume-wise, the final meal is gonna be the biggest meal in this entire challenge. And the last challenge was a complete fail. And the last thing I wanna do is fail 2 challenges in a row for you guys. So let's just say this is about to get pretty crazy. Those sandwiches are not sitting very well right now. I picked out the rest of my candy bars and it was time for snack number 2. I'm actually pretty excited to try 2 of these because I've never had them before. Also got my Coke. Taste the rainbow. Why did I just say that? It's Skittles, not Coke. Oh. I'm gonna start with the Zero bar. I was pleasantly surprised by the taste of the Zero bar. It was an explosion of almond, peanut, and caramel nougat. That tasted right. Finally, I had to get to the Snickers bar. Where my Snickers people at? You can never go wrong with the Snickers bar. But the bar I had next has a special place in my heart. 3 Musketeers. This was good, but the bar I had next really stole the show. My first time trying a Carmelo bar. Let's take a moment. Oh my goodness, look at that action.
Lancome Tawny Dole Ultra Wear. So
Stop
it's much
giving me
thinner, the skin
adverts.
can breathe, but it lasts all day.
Look at that caramel action. Ooh. Oh my goodness. One word, legendary. Biting into this Carmelo bar was like a symphony of chocolatey deliciousness. 10 out of 10. That was amazing. Speaking of amazing, it's time to get to one of my favorite chocolate bars out there, the Butterfinger. And if you made it up into this point of the video, pause the video and drop a chocolate bar emoji down below in the comments. Ooh. Walter's second snack and lunch had been completed. Now it was time for dinner, the biggest meal of this entire challenge. I picked up a bottle of Coke and 4 ham steaks. That was almost harder than eating this food. And apple pie, and the most difficult part of the meal, the potatoes.
I remembered
Exercise.
everything then.
I thought you meant extra pie. Okay, I definitely need a new joke now. Walter's dinner beverage was a bottle of soda. He also ate 4 or 5 ham steaks for dinner. Tastes like ham. Eating almost 2 pounds of protein this late into a challenge, I was seriously doubting I'd be able to complete this one.
These ham steaks are freaking huge. I'm very salty.
Thankfully, I was able to get the last ham steak down, but I was getting very full.
I'm not gonna lie, those ham steaks were a solid 10 out of 10. I have no idea why someone would want to eat a ham steak willingly.
Next up, a half dozen cobs of corn.
Shout out to everybody that knows the deliciousness of tahine. That's how you pronounce this. It's fucking delicious. Pardon my French.
With the addition of the tahine, this corn was actually pretty tasty. With only 1 cob left, there's something I had to say.
And I just gotta say, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will attempt to eat the diet of the world's heaviest woman. So if you want to see that, give the video a like if you haven't already.
I finished off the last corn on the cob and set my sights on the food that was going to be the most difficult to get down, the potatoes.
Now it's time for me to move on to the most difficult part of this entire meal. Our healthy potatoes.
For dinner, Walter had a half dozen potatoes.
While I was in the store, I was wondering what I could eat these potatoes with, and I saw Smart Balance. I don't think I've ever actually had this before, but I do see green, and it is called Smart Balance, so that honestly means we can use as much of it as we want, because it must be calorie free. Sarcasm.
After a generous amount of Smart Balance, it was time to get to work.
Oh, it's gonna be rough. Oh, hey, this is gluten free. Oh. Alright, these potatoes are just like bricks in my stomach right now.
I did the only thing I could do in the situation.
Thank goodness we have some wow sauce.
At this point, I felt like a human water balloon, and wow sauce wasn't helping with the fullness.
Oh, I can't say WOW right now because I feel like if I do, I'm gonna. Yeah, okay.
With the ham steaks I put down earlier, each potato was getting harder and harder to eat, so I decided to make a decision.
Oh my goodness. I felt like this in the last challenge too. Except it was bagels and not potatoes doing this to me. But everybody, here's the deal. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish this potato and this pie right now. It's currently 9:16 right now, which means I have about 2.5 hours left in this day. So I'm gonna chill out and actually do something that I feel like I should do. I can barely see you guys over my mountainous stomach. Oh, this is embarrassing. Let's make a little deal. If I've gained over 14 pounds, you have to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If I gain under 14 pounds, you can unsubscribe from my channel. Let's weigh in.
My pre-challenge weight was 169.2 pounds. My current weight, 184.7 pounds. A gain of over 15 pounds. After over an hour of digestion time, I came back to finish the fight. I had less than a half an hour to get down this massive serving of apple pie, the rest of the soda, and the last potato. With the massive amount of starch I'd consumed over the day, finishing this meal was going to be a battle.
All right, everybody, well, it is 11:30 right now, and the food baby is quite large. Like usual for right now. Thank goodness for 0 sugar whipped cream.
I dove headfirst into the apple pie. At this point, I felt like my stomach had detached from my body, but the finish line was in sight.
I feel like I'm about to give birth to a baby made of Subway sandwiches and toast. The apple pie's been eliminated. All I gotta say, everybody, is that it's gonna be a long time before I touch another potato. We've done it.
So yeah, I think we can all agree that's a pretty hard challenge.
I think I'll agree with you with that. It is a really hard challenge. Are you really going to do it?
Yep.
So hopefully you'll forget about it.
Comment, like, and subscribe. So like the video if you think I'm gonna remember. If you don't think I'm gonna remember, like and subscribe. So hopefully you think that I'm gonna forget, but I won't. So comment, like, and subscribe.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Outro, I mean.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Signing out. Mummy and Ev.